What's up, YouTube? This is Damon, aka the world's worst magician, and today I will be bringing you a look at the Selenium Shift by Chris Severson. He also calls it the C Shift because of the element, and this is brought to you by Shin Lim. So he's not in the videos or anything like that. He just basically is presenting this trick for you. So if you're not familiar with this, what I'll do is leave a link in the description where you can check out the trailer and or purchase the magic so you can see what this is about. But it is card shift, and it's a way to control a card to the top of the deck or to multiple positions within the deck, right? So what do you get in the box? The box is pretty big. You see he's got his name on the side here, and then the logo and name on the top, and that's pretty much it. On the inside, it's just a DVD. Now it's a really big box. I was hoping that you would get some sort of gimmick or maybe a deck or something like that, but there is no gimmick involved. But it would have been nice if they gave you a deck, but you know, we all have decks, right? So the reason that I'm holding this in place is behind this there is a sticker that gives you the code and link to view a PDF that gives you additional ideas on what to do with this shift. So it's fully illustrated, and I think it's probably about 8 to 10 pages. I just kind of skimmed through it, just looking at the ideas to see what's involved. But yes, you get the DVD and then you get a PDF with additional ideas. So as always, let's start with the negatives. Really, there are no negatives about the move itself. Mine is just more of kind of the time and expense involved with this thing. So if they had just gone to a digital download and not had Shin Lim present it, because I'm sure maybe he's getting a kickback or something like that, they probably could have sold this about $5 to $10 cheaper and just made it an instant download. Because since there is no gimmick, there is no gaff, it's just your deck and your skill, there really is no reason to send the DVD and, you know, make you wait and pay additional shipping charges and all that. It should just be a digital download, get rid of all this fancy packaging, and just let you get straight to the material. It's nothing with the move itself. It's just kind of how it was presented, because the price is a little high for what you're getting here, but the content is great. So another negative that it's not for me, but it may be for you, since the move is knacky, it helps if you have larger hands. So if you have smaller hands, I'm not saying that you can't do it, because I'm pretty sure you can. It's just going to be a little more difficult because of the way that you have to do the move. So that's just a heads up. Like I said, it's not impossible. I just don't happen to have small hands, so I can't give you true feedback on that. I just know that I have big hands, and it's still kind of a difficult move. It is going to take you a little while to get it down. It took me about 5 to 10 minutes just to kind of get the feel of the move itself, but it's definitely going to take you at least a few days, if not a week or two, to really get this down, of just hardcore practicing the move, because it's not something that you're really used to doing. You might kind of do this move with something else, but I can't give away too much, right? So anyway, the positives about it are that the move is super strong. Once you get it down, it's almost instant, and you can control their card to the top. So the reason I like it, so one of your first questions will probably be angle sensitivity. Because when you use your first hand, you're going to take your second hand and you come over the top, down, and then around it. So this is the move. It's here, down, around. You basically cover it. I mean, somebody might see something, but like I said, once you can get it down, you do it so quickly that you pretty much are covered at any angle. Now, he does teach you a one-handed version, and that's going to have some sensitivity directly to the side of you. So I'm pointing this way because if I was using my left hand, the person to the right of me would clearly be able to see into my hand, and if they're burning my hand, they would probably pick up the move. But he does it so quick, and he literally, his hand just moves like this. It's just a gesture. You're gesturing, right? So if you talk with your hands a lot, you'll probably be doing a gesture similar to this throughout your patter, and then you do that, and the move's already done. It's that fast. And he does it, and I could see myself doing it. So it's pretty well covered, because like I said, you're gesturing and you're kind of covering it, but somebody that's directly over there may see into it. But you know, that's part of the thrill, right? Is trying to pull it off. So I think you could. That's the angle sensitivity. What instruction is included? He goes through, and the video quality is pretty good. Now, when he's showing you the tricks, I didn't really care for the video quality there. I felt like the lighting was kind of weird, and some of it was shot outside, and then some of it was shot like in some dank, it looked like a alley or a sewer, I don't know. But the instruction itself, he's sitting in a well-lit studio, and the moves, the part that I really enjoyed was that he shows you the moves at least twice, and then at the end, it's done in slow motion. So I tend to slow things down anyway, just so I can kind of see them and get a better idea and process them a little bit better in my head. So I really like that they slowed it down for you. So you get to see him do the moves and he's talking you through it, and then they just replay the move in slow motion. The moves that you're going to get is the standard shift, which is putting it to the top. He also includes a color change and a vanish, sandwich effect. There is also a center deal, and he shows you how to shift multiple cards. And there's also a full routine, which if you see it in the trailer, it looks pretty crazy because it's a card change to a card change to a card change to a deck flip and a color. It's a pretty cool routine. So I almost think it was too much. Like, it's sensory overload. I don't think when you're watching it, if you're a lay person, that you really comprehend what just happened. But the card switches that he shows you, they really have nothing to do with the shift, but they are cool moves. So it's just something extra in there to think about. So he does give you all those points on the DVD, and then, like I said, you have the PDF that accompanies it to give you a couple more moves that you can do with the shift. So on a difficulty scale, I don't know, I'd say 1 to 10. This is probably going to be somewhere around an 8. Could be a 10 depending on, you know, how good you are with your hands, because like I said, the move can be done one-handed, and it pretty much is done one-handed. So when he says one-handed, what he's saying is you can do it with no cover, but the move is always done in whatever hand you're going to use. You put it in the one hand, and then the move happens there, and then the other hand is just doing cover. So it's always a one-handed move. That said, it's going to be pretty difficult to get it down, but once you do, to me, this is like a go-to move. I mean, if you're used to doing shifts and passes, this is kind of the best of both worlds, if you will. So it's just a really cool move, really great concept, and it's really strong. And when you look in the trailer, you can pull off that move the same way. There's no tricks or video editing or something like that. I know that Shin Lim sometimes has a reputation for putting things in the trailer that are not possible, but this is not like that. You can do everything that he does in the trailer. So overall, would I recommend it? I do. I do wish it was cheaper. At $10 to $15, this would be really strong. At $25, it's still a great pickup, because once you get that move, like I said, you can see it in the trailer how powerful this can be and how quick you can do it. And you can throw it into any routine. Plus, he has his own, like that sandwich trick is actually pretty slick the way that he does it. Or I forgot to mention earlier, he does have, I call it the elevator, but basically, you know, the card starts towards the bottom of the deck, and then you slowly make it rise until it comes all the way to the top of the deck. It's very visual, and you can do it with this move without having to use, like I said, there's no gimmicks, there's no gaffes, nothing like that included. So the ability to be able to do something like that with this move just makes it even more powerful, because you have a lot of options. So I've taken up a lot of your time here, and always I apologize for that, but I wanted to make sure that I was thorough and kind of went into the move. I couldn't give you a demo just because, like I said, this move is very difficult, and I've only been working with it for, you know, like an hour or two, and that's definitely not enough time for me to feel comfortable showing it to you without basically ruining it and you guys calling me dirty names. So leaving that bit out, but if you look in the trailer, it's going to look exactly like that. So take a look at that and let me know what you think. And again, this has been your look at the C or Selenium Shift by Christopher Severson. All right, see ya. Well, I hope you liked that review. And if you have any questions, magic tricks, or decks that you want to see reviewed, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. As always, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that like button and subscribe for any future reviews. All right, see ya.